Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It is 2023 and I want to start my channel here. My first video here for the year, because a lot of my ideas I get are gardening ideas or backyard are inspired by nature. So I figure why not just go out and start the video from showing something that I find very inspiring, which is water. I find waterways very inspiring. Rivers, waters, beaches, ponds, lakes, you name it. If there's water involved, I always find it very calming and soothing. So when I try to build out a garden, I always try to have some kind of water feature within the garden if I can. So I'm just it's the beginning of winter, and what's crazy is we got some kind of warm streak. It's like 50 degrees out, and I'm just hanging out at a beach, and just watching the water and relaxing. But I do plan on getting back to the house and start giving some garden tours in the winter when you can see everything is desolate and so on. And then we'll do an update when spring starts coming in, stuff starts coming in. And then again in summer when everything's at full bloom, and hopefully we're attracting some wildlife in there. And it should be an interesting sight to see. But anyway, again, just take a look and enjoy the water for a second. And again, like I said, I get a lot of inspiration from water itself. So either it be a stream, a river, an ocean, a bay, whatever, it doesn't matter. Water definitely draws a lot of attention from me because it's very relaxing. So yeah, take a glimpse of the ocean while we're here and enjoy it. And let me put this video on pause, and we'll go back to the house in a little bit and start doing some garden tours. All right. Again, it's going to be winter, so everything will be desolate, but it's going to be nice to see stuff come in the spring and the fall, and you'll have something to compare it to. All right, let me put this on pause. Alright guys, back at the house. So this is going to be our first tour. This is what I call the secret garden. My daughter and I came up with this idea that we'd build a garden right in the front yard. It's not much of a secret, but it would be secluded over time, right? We'd plant a hedge around it, kind of seclude it out, and then it'd be our little garden that we know about, but not too many people know about it. I mean, not really sure where this concept came from. It's in the front yard, so there's no way that people wouldn't know about it. So with that said, so let's start with this, right? The first thing we did, this whole area was just poison ivy and weeds. So we cleared it out, or I cleared it out, and then after I'm done clearing it out, I built this stream, right? So you could see the piping in the back, some plumbing in the back. There's rocks. In the winter when it's running, in the summer when it's running, the water flows, goes down the stream, and then where this pile of rocks are, there's a underground reservoir, and then it comes back around. As you can see, there's a little hose right there. It goes back and it just recirculates. So this is my first first stream slash garden, where again this whole area was poison ivy. Cleared it all out, built this stream, right? And right now, like I said, it's winter, it's all desolate, and during the summer or the spring, I'll get all these leaves out, I'll clear it up. I should have ran a net over it, but regardless, there's a ton of plants around it, so we'll take a look at that. So with that said, I got some green giants starting to seclude this area out. I grew some moss on these rocks, which I think came out pretty awesome. This is Irish moss over here, giving off white flowers. I got some trees over here. I planted a clematis, which obviously you can't see in the winter. More of the green giants. And then these are some rocks I'm going to use to kind of finish hiding this liner that's still exposed. I just haven't had enough time to get to it, to be honest with you. Then I got a bunch of sedum around here. Um, I forgot what this is called. I think it's creeping Jenny. It's a pretty awesome plant. You can see it's browning out, but in the winter, in the summer, it's all green. Some more iris moss, some I think it's pillow moss, some kind of juniper. I think it's called a blue star juniper. Then I got some more. Uh, these are the coral bell plants. I got a bunch of coral bell plants. I got some sedum, which is it's hard to see in the again because of all the leaves. But you got sedum. Got some more sponge moss, some Irish moss, more Irish moss. You can see the liner. I'm always adjusting the liner, but once I'm hoping the moss will overtake the liner. It'll become harder and harder to see as time goes on. I got more coral bells here. Then I got this. Here's what the waterfall looks like. We got a little frog edition, a little tortoise edition. My daughter likes it, lots of it. We got some rocks to help blend it together. Hydrangea here, which seems pretty shot right now. And I'm thinking maybe I'll clip some. I'll make some clippings in the summer. Try to grow out some hydrangea. I believe this is called winter creeper. Right, it's a vine, gets pretty big. Getting into this area, I got some knockout roses over here and here. This is Wigglia, which is just looks like a branch right now. And basically, this is what concludes my front garden, or my secret garden, as I call it. Actually, I could do a little bit more and explain the thought on this. Over here, I got creeping phlox, which is all dried out. Hopefully in the winter it bounces back. I'm sorry, in the summer I'll bounce back. And the reason it was going to be called the secret garden is in the back of the bench where you can see my 7-Eleven cup. In the back of the bench is where it would be completely secluded and be hard to see once all these things grew in. So when I say all these things, this is basically I'm at the street and I got the green giants over here, and then after the green giants I planted white pine trees to hopefully let them grow in. And again, this was all poison ivy before I got to it. And then over here is basically where I guess the secret part would come in. As these plants grow in, these green giants grow in and block out this fence. I gotta move this rhododendron. Then I got some more rhododendrons over there. So it would just end up becoming this particular area where I'm standing would become very secluded. And I got the bench kind of blocking it off, and behind the bench I have three different types of rhododendrons. They're like a dwarf rhododendron, a PJ rhododendron. There you go. I don't know if it's dwarf or not, but yeah, I got these things on clearance. But anyway, I got them surrounding the bench, and even on the bench I have can't see it, but there's actually little clematises on both sides. So I'm hoping I'll be able to grow a vine onto the bench. And then we added this. Sometimes I put a bird feeder here. Right now I got the bell, and then over here again I put a bird feeder. You can see the bird feeder down there, but right now I got this plant. Yeah, so again, it's the middle of winter, so I got to clear this out. Once I clear it out, get rid of these branches and stuff, start moving these leaves, and then see what next year brings. And there's my fence that I'm trying to block out, which hopefully these green giants will grow in. And once these green giants grow in like these did, this whole area will just be like a green wall, making it very difficult to see from the street, or see through it from the street. Anyhow, so this is garden tour number 1. I think I got like 7-8 garden tours to go. This is garden tour number 1, which I refer to as the secret garden. Yeah, well, let me know what you guys think. Leave me any comments or suggestions you might have. Again, once this is all cleared up, I'll definitely once I get water running in here, which again we're looking at like a good 2 months away, I'll do another update and you'll kind of see a clean version of what's going on here, and hopefully the plants will come in nice and green. All right, yeah, so that concludes garden tour number 1, and in the next video, next garden video, I'll do the other side, which is behind my vehicle. I have another garden, and then we'll go into the backyard and start doing the backyard gardens. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me comments and questions, and hopefully we can learn from each other. Also, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Again, communicate, and let's build a community together. Thanks.